No, turn it off. Hey, I don't think you can park there.
Ice drifting is one of those things that seems incredibly odd, but actually makes a lot of sense when you boil it all down. It's a lot of laps while having a decent amount of grip in probably some of the most scenic areas you could imagine. So when my buddy Ian hit me up and said, hey, you want to fly out to Colorado and do some ice drifting? I didn't ask any questions. I just said yes and booked a flight. So I flew in the morning before so that I could help Ian get everything ready and set up and towed it up to the lake. And then we got up bright and early the next morning to head back up there and do some ice drifting. Now, it was supposed to absolutely dump snow overnight, but as we kept heading further and further into the mountains, we didn't see any fresh snow. It was looking like maybe the snow wasn't going to happen, or maybe it just hadn't happened yet. It went from not snowing to snowing in a matter of like 2 minutes. It is snowing, and it's cold. So I'm already out of my element with this cold weather and this altitude as a Florida boy, but then when it started dumping snow, I did not know what to do. I don't know what you do when you're just getting pelted with snow, but we had to get these tires changed over, get the studded tires on 3 different cars of Ian's school drift cars, and then get ready to try this out.
I love when the ice gets stuck in the wheel. Hey Mike, what's up?
All right, well, we are out here in Georgetown, Colorado, doing some ice drifting. It is very cold and very snowy, but very fun. And we got a frozen lake, some mountains, some drift cars with studded tires. Should be a good time. All right, I'm in Ian's Colorado Drift School Mustang. He's got his Z's out here too, and we are drifting on ice. That's like a bucket list thing I've always wanted to do, and here we are doing it. All right.
No, it's bumpy right there. Yeah, we just didn't have enough cones.
But like where we were driving like a consistent course, we had a good one. This got like real deep right here.
Yeah.
This is the faster section.
Here's the bump. Yeah, you can just throw more angle at it.
Yeah. Use that to slow your speed down. It's a workout driving out here.
Yeah, that's what most. Let me grab that.
Have you noticed that? How bad it is?
Yeah.
They just do nothing.
Yeah.
What is that, a fender liner?
Yeah.
Whoops. I did one hand earlier while you were doing the driver's meeting.
Yeah.
It's so weird where you can see like the ice under the snow.
It sucks it's not clear. Like early in the season, you can see down through.
But that would be weird.
Yeah. I'm like in first gear in that Z. It's just like this. I guess those studs we made in those tires were the better ones, and they hook up.
I know, I almost feel like the Z would feel better with the regular steering.
You want to drive it?
Yeah, I'll try it.
Yeah.
but I do like that.
It's faster.
Yeah, it's definitely faster.
Really? I almost feel like this is easier to drive.
I also like this one more.
Yeah, no, you're right there.
So me and Ian just kept turning lap after lap together between the Z's and the Mustangs. When they weren't rented, we were driving them, and you just get so much seat time because there is no cool down. There is no changing tires. There's no nothing. You just go lap after lap. So we were having a ball. Each car had its own personality. You could say the Z I like driving was fast. It had a lot of rear grip, but it had absolutely no front grip comparatively, so it would understeer. The other Z was really easy to drive, had nice front grip, but it was kind of slow, and then the Mustang was a happy medium. So we just kept switching cars, switching back and forth, driving as much as we could, and then we started to wind down for the end of the day. The weather was cold, and it was windy, and it was snowy, but it made for great conditions to just drive all day and the cars not get hot. So after a long day, we went and got some food. Our hotel for the night was right on the lake, and right next door to it was a restaurant, so we didn't have to go very far. And the next morning, we were greeted with some beautiful weather. Clear blue skies, nice and sunny. It wasn't as cold. It was still windy, but it was nice out. However, when you're ice drifting, that creates some challenges. The ice started to melt, and we started to wear through the ice, and at one point there was an area that was pretty rutted out, and water started coming up through the ice with several holes, which is not really something you want to see when you know there's a whole lake beneath you. But the nice thing about ice drifting is we just move the course over and we've got brand new ice to drive on. All right, we're out here for day 2. We've got really nice weather today. You guys might remember this truck from Drift Week 7. There was a lot of questions about this truck, and Brandon's here. You're Coloradian,
yes,
right?
I am. So it's just a 1990 Nissan hardbody pickup. I've had this thing forever and ever and ever. It's gone through a lot of iterations, but now kind of found the secret sauce that works. And it's a 1JZ non-VVTi, CD09 trans. It's all S14 front suspension, kind of grafted into it, and then it's still straight axle in the rear with a 4-link.
I love this.
Yeah.
There's so many cool details on this truck.
Surprisingly hasn't gotten as filthy as I thought it was.
Right, for the snow drifting, ice drifting. Did you build that manifold?
Yeah, a long
Yeah,
time
that's
ago.
a nice, it looks sick though. I love it, the high rise.
It definitely gives it a different sound than a lot of other 1Js.
Did you have to move the firewall?
Yeah, so a long time ago I had a 1UZ V8 in this thing, and I wanted it to be a little bit more balanced than like a truck would normally be, so I shoved the 1UZ like way in there, and then it just gave me this cavernous area when I put the 1J in it, so it's pretty easy to work on now, which is sweet.
I love it. You did all of Drift Week with it.
Yep.
Had your tire rack. I'm gonna have to insert some pictures because that was cool.
The tire rack was crazy because all that weight on the back of the truck, we ended up actually blowing the rear shocks out in Vegas there.
Okay, yeah,
So,
like right at the end. Oh yeah, you drove this thing around the dirt track too. I forgot about that. I wasn't willing to do it in my car.
Yeah, you were smart.
Oh yeah, I forgot about the door panels. I love that. I need to get a bead roller. That's one of my need to get soon investments. Yeah, there's just it's so cool too that you did the extended cab because you have the room to move the seats back.
So funny story about that. When I did the firewall and I shoved the 1UZ back, this truck was originally a standard cab.
Oh really?
Yeah, and I realized I built myself into a corner really bad because I put the pedal box in and I was like, I don't have any room to drive this thing. So if you look here, I actually cut the cab in half.
Would never have guessed.
Yeah. And here too.
Oh yeah!
So
Wow.
I literally cut the cab in half, went to the junkyard, cut another truck in half, and grafted
That's
a
wild.
king cab onto it. Yeah, it was a disaster.
That
Nobody
is
buys that.
wild. Yeah, no, that sounds like a lot of work. It's funny because I was like, I'm surprised you started with the king cab truck, but you didn't start with a king cab truck. But yeah, so we're gonna take this thing out on the ice. You got some studs?
No, not anymore.
No studs.
I mean, they're like the tire store studs that are
So
still
we
in
have
there.
learned that the like cold cutter studs that you screw in do not work. The way Ian did it with the bolts coming through with the nuts works really well. So future reference, if you're ever gonna go ice drifting, bolts with nuts. But yeah, we're gonna take this thing for a lap or two.
Yep.
All right. That's pretty good for not having studs. Hell yeah. This thing drives so good.
It's not bad.
Dude, I love it. This is such a good car. Thank you, dude. That was so much
No
fun.
worries,
I
man.
appreciate
Glad
it.
you got a chance to drive it this time.
Missile on Instagram.
Yep.
Not only does he have this cool truck, but you're one of my favorite fabricators to watch.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
That's crazy how much snow gets back there.
Oh yeah. Have fun.
So at the end of the day, once things had finally wound down a bit, it was a bit chaotic at points. Me and Ian went back out in the rental cars, me driving the Mustang, him driving the Z, and just had a blast doing as many laps as we could, trying different layouts and routes, and just sending it. So at this point in the day, the cars were pretty worn out. They got driven hard all day by renters. The Mustang's exhaust was falling off, but we still had cars that were running, so we just kept going at it. One of the challenging things is the snow would build up offline. So if a lot of the other people weren't going wide and you went wide, you could find yourself in 4 to 6 inches of snow and then just absolutely blanket the cars behind you. So it kept things interesting, it kept things exciting. It was just a blast driving these cars, getting to take tons of people for their first ride along, not only in just a drift car, but doing it on ice. What more could you ask for, really? All right, well, we are wrapping up out here. See, Ian's about to load his Z on the trailer. One Z broke earlier today. Got normal tires back on it. So I gotta drive this back because we don't have enough trailer spots. But it's held up, knock on wood, really well. It's got a bit of a massive exhaust leak and no rear bumper and a zip tied on license plate. But other than that, she's been a trooper. I haven't filmed that much because it's been so cold, but if you zoom out a little, you can see we're literally at the base of a mountain. We're in a valley. There's another mountain on that side. Absolutely the most scenic place you could probably ever drift. But yeah, we're wrapping up. We're gonna go back to Ian's shop, drop everything. That's a wrap, boys. Look at that.
What a day. That's wild.
Yeah.
We did it, though.
I did it. Success. I know. Knock on wood. There's something's hanging down under this thing. I mean, does it normally scrape on everything?
Oh, did you hear the exhaust?
What is it?
The exhaust is laying on the ground.
Oh, great.
That's why it's loud.
Sit rep. The exhaust is about to fall off. Loading up snowmobiles, snow machines. Is that what the astute call them? Snow machines?
That's what Alaskans call them.
So you call it a snowmobile? Okay.
The slang term we use is sled.
Sled. All right, we're taking some sleds, dude. Sleds. We're going sledding. So after getting the sleds and all the gear loaded up, we got a good night's sleep at Ian's place, and then we took off in the morning back through the mountains. Yet again, we've been running up and down through these mountains, but this time we're going past Georgetown, through the Eisenhower Tunnel, and all the way up to Vail Pass. This is going to be an incredible day. I've always wanted to do this and see this part of the country and explore the backcountry, and all that snow that dumped on the first day of ice drifting should give us some good snow to ride on once we get up here and get these sleds unloaded. So for sleds, turbo, non-turbo, and then there's another turbo with a shorter track.
That makes more boost.
That makes more boost.
Yes.
All right, yeah.
Yes.
Shorter track, more boost.
All
right?
the turbo noises too.
And then the snow bike, which I'm pretty excited about this one too.
Yeah, it's super fun. It's not fast, but you can absolutely rip it.
Right.
Yeah. So,
I feel like this thing's got to be a workout to ride, huh?
honestly, those are way more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you're trying to throw more weight around.
Yeah. You're trying to tip it over to turn it. This thing you just turn. You don't have to tip it.
It's crazy to me that you just rent these out to people. Like,
Yeah.
if someone wants to rent one of these, Colorado Mountain Rentals, and they can just rent one. Like, if I were to fly out here for a trip and you do, like, the guided tour, if you have no idea what you're doing and you don't want to tow and stuff, that's good. But if you're like us and you're a motorsports person, this is the way to do it, because you get to bring them out here and just ride on your own at your own leisure.
And these are the fast ones. The tour companies aren't going to put you on the fast ones.
No.
Yeah.
They're going to put you on some slow two-seater.
Exactly. That's kind of how it works. That's where we come in.
Right. So.
Yep.
Yep. All right. Well, we got everything, I think.
Yeah. Let's do it.
Let's go.
So as we rolled into the first meadow to play around in, me and Trevor both had no idea what we were doing, and definitely underestimated how challenging it is to ride a snowmobile. It is not easy. They don't really turn unless you tip them on their side, but if you tip it on your side, you got to balance it. So we just started ripping as soon as we got here and absolutely cooked ourselves within the first 5 minutes trying to lean these things and ride them like a dirt bike or a four-wheeler, which does not work. Just wears you out.
First time on snowmobiles. Always a blast out here.
How you like it?
Yeah, it's so sick.
Yeah, it's different in this deeper snow.
My forearms are already so tired.
Oh, it's gonna happen. That's why we're gonna ride, take a break, ride, take a break. I'm gonna show you a few tricks on this, or tips on this thing too. That was sick. You did good.
I'm way more comfortable on this.
Yeah, I told you would be.
My only struggle is my forearms are already so sore
Yeah,
that I'm like not hanging on great.
we're gonna hit the trail in a minute, don't worry.
Dude, this thing's I love this.
Dude, you made it. I was like, is he gonna make it through the ditch?
Dude, it was deep.
Oh yeah.
It was deep.
You kind of gotta like
Gas
it through him. Like,
that's what I did on the second one.
yeah, you gotta just.
My brain doesn't work that way yet. Like, I see the hill, but I don't think there's like 3 feet of snow.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it'll push through it, but if you bog down too much, especially in this thing, if it's not high revved, it'll suck. But
It's nice.
no, you're
like
ripping.
Second, third, fourth.
Yeah, and you just go anywhere you want.
Yeah.
Like
this
if you,
is like, I'm way more at home on
yeah. We got our first stuck. So I was trying to tell you, put both your feet on that side. Way more gas pedal, but you're good. We're gonna roll it out.
What are we doing?
Rolling it my way. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, like we're literally rolling it.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3. Slow.
I definitely have a whole new appreciation for people who are good on snowmobiles. Yeah. Like
A lot of body work.
because like I grew up riding four-wheelers, like sliding them, dirt bikes, jet skis, everything, and this is like just
It just takes so much more body force to like stick it on a side.
yeah, and it's like so counterintuitive.
If you stay on the trail, it's easy.
Yeah,
But like, that's not that much fun.
no. Oh my god, that's terrifying. Yeah, no, I'm a little...
It looks and sounds really cool though.
It does, but it looks terrifying.
That's what I thought we were gonna be doing today.
I mean, that's what I thought we were going to be doing too, but I'm not doing that. I'll die.
That's fun.
All right, Taylor, you're next.
Right, I'm gonna do it. No, I'm just kidding. All right, well, we are somewhere
On top of the Rockies, brother.
on top of the Rockies. This is like something in a movie. I've never seen anything like this in real life. I didn't even notice the mountains over there.
Yeah.
I wish mountains were better here. Snow bikes where it's at. Since I grew up riding dirt bikes, I feel way more comfortable. I thought the snow bike would be harder. But before you said that, I would have bet any amount of money a snow bike would be way harder.
I'll make some people mad, but the saying goes, snow bikes are for people that can't ride sleds.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
I love both. I love both.
Oh. No,
It's easier though.
I'm an expert, and that's
It's
why I
easy.
ride a snow bike, because I'm so good
It's so
that
much
a
easier.
sled is just like baby walk for me. I have to make it more challenging with one ski
No, it's easier.
because I'm an expert.
It's easier.
That's why.
Yeah. Worn out yet?
So as I was getting more used to the snow bike, Ian said that I should try to ride through the trees, and this is definitely the most fun for me. Just finding parts that nobody's been through yet, fresh snow, and just blasting in between these trees. Just the combination of nature and power sports, unmatched. Alright, well, we're at the top. Oh, it's crazy up here. Wow. operate the phone. Zoom in. Oh, that's 9 times zoom.
Hey, I don't think you can park there.
Whew. All right, well, we are pretty well wrapped up for the day. Gonna head back to the truck, load these songs up. Snow is deep. I've been laying in the snow. You can see my back. Taking a nap.
Florida man, snow angels.
Dude, literally, best feeling. Laying in the snow on the slope, looking over the thing with the dirt bike. Ugh. I'm exhausted though. Before we came out, Ian's like, I'm gonna put you guys on the NA ones first, you know, and like let you get your feet wet. And then the turbo ones. I'm like, I don't need no NA one. They definitely needed the NA one. The turbo one's very fast. And snowmobiles are very hard to drive. Very hard to drive. So the bike I did way better. I could rip the bike and like send it pin third gear through everything, but not the snowmobile. It's hard, but really fun. Had a great time. I'm tired. All right, well, we made it back home to the shop, and as much as I'm excited to dive back into all of the projects, I love being out here in the shop. I am so glad that I got to go on that trip. One of the best trips I've ever taken in my life. Huge shout out to Ian for the hospitality and inviting me out. You know, from the ice drifting, which is a bucket list thing, to just seeing the sights, to then backcountry snowmobiling, snow biking. It was incredible. It was just such a great time. If you're interested in doing that for yourself, Colorado Mountain Rentals, I think he does summer stuff too, you know, like side-by-sides, dirt bikes, things like that. And he has a drift school, Colorado Drift School. Those are the cars that we were using for the ice drifting. So he's got a lot going on up there if you're in the Colorado area. Or honestly, man, if you want to fly out and rent some snow machines, snowmobile sleds, whatever you want to call them, definitely 10 out of 10 would recommend, but you don't need the turbo one. The NA one, if you're inexperienced, is very fast. So that being said, I severely underestimated both how exhausting riding a snowmobile would be and how hard riding a snowmobile would be. I've ridden power sports stuff my whole life, dirt bikes, four-wheelers. I got my first dirt bike when I was 5, you know, and I rode all the time. Street bikes, literally everything else, but a snowmobile. And it was humbling. Let's just say that. I really went into it thinking, I'm going to figure this out really easily, and I did not. They just do not turn unless you're going 0 miles an hour. And even if you're on a slight slope, you got to put like both feet on the other side and like lean over. You've really got to basically tip it on its side, which sounds like it would be easy and it would just stay there, but it's not. It's like riding a four-wheeler on 2 wheels, but then having to do that while taking a turn, you know? It's very, very, very hard. I have a whole new respect for riding snowmobiles. And I'm sure some of you are watching this who haven't ridden one and are probably thinking, psh, that's probably easy. I could do it. I'm telling you, it's tough. And when you're at 10, 12,000 feet of elevation, especially being someone who lives at sea level, it'll wear you out pretty quick. But just the combination of ripping on something fast and seeing just the beauty of the backcountry was unparalleled. Some of the most fun I've had in a very, very long time. So I'm excited. I've got some big plans for next year. A vehicle I want to build to take up there, and another vehicle to tow up there with it. And I've got some cool ideas that we want to do. But for now, that's a wrap for this trip. Ice drifting was amazing. Can't wait to do that again. Can't wait to go ride in the snow again. Can't wait to just visit Colorado again. What a beautiful place. So jibber jabber. That's going to be it for this one. Let me know what you guys think. And tell me that you could ride a snowmobile better. Anyone who does ride snowmobiles, chime in here about how hard it is, because it's tough. So anyway, thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. I sure hope I'll get to see you next time. Goodbye.